What is good, guys? Welcome to another episode of the
Creator Show.
My name is Nico. I'm going to be your host for today, and for the very first time joining us today, we have cameraman, the brains, the artist behind the edits. It's Hassan. How's it going, Hassan?
It's good, yeah.
Yeah? How'd you feel on this side of the camera?
Feeling nervous.
Yeah?
Feeling nervous.
Yeah?
As soon as the record goes on, it's like, wow.
Yeah, as soon as that red button and the red light goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it your first time in front of camera?
Not in front of the camera first time, but on this show, yeah.
Nice.
This show, yeah.
Cool. And then to Hassan's right, we have the man behind the brand. We have Steve. How are you, Steve?
Yeah, good, Nico. How are you, mate?
Thanks for asking. I'm super good. People don't usually ask.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise.
I'm really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since you've been on, right?
Yeah. Actually, it's my first one, to be honest.
Oh, is it?
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Well, we did do like a recording at the beginning, but then we scrapped it. So, do you remember that?
The only
Kier,
show
should
he
we-
was on, we scrapped
Yeah,
it.
yeah. we won't scrap this one.
That's why from that moment on, Steve was like, "I'm never coming
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
show."
that's it.
I put all that
He was
energy
just
in.
sulking
We were talking about tea
for all
and
this
stuff
time.
and- but,
And to Steve's right, we have the one, the only Master Sri Akarshana.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste. So,
We're talking about
Yes.
dollies and electronic
all the fancy stuff.
stabilizers.
I'll
And
do it again.
Pretty much, Kier is going to get... Kier's the guy behind the camera. He's going to get really good on skateboard. And so that's going to be his trick now. Actually, we were talking about getting... You know the Segways? The one-wheeled thing you stand on?
one wheel or two wheel.
No,
One
one-wheeled.
wheel.
You know what Louis got? The little
Yeah,
two-wheel
yeah,
thing.
but the one
The
wheel.
one-wheel one.
I can't handle the two wheel one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
no,
how
I
I'm gonna
tried
handle
it.
The one wheel one.
I tried it. I scratched it. He was really annoyed.
Oh, really?
He was like, "You're not going on
As
it
soon
again."
as you got on it, yeah.
Have you tried before?
No, tried. I don't want to try.
Have you tried before?
a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Some people get really good at it, like walking
Yeah.
backwards and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was quite good at it, though.
He picked it
as
up
soon
like
as he
that.
got on, he was like...
Actually, if you had that, you wouldn't need a gimbal, huh?
No.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
You'd just be holding a camera.
just have to have
and then
really
doing
steady
very
hands.
Wouldn't he be
good-
shaking like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a shoot maybe a couple years back, and we had this idea of how to catch me and Lim were running this running scene. We didn't have gimbals, so it was just like, how do we figure it out? So we had the 7-seater, the big van,
Oh, yeah.
and then we opened up the back,
Nice.
and then we sat Kaina on the back
With the boot open.
with the boot open, and then she's holding the camera, and then I think it was someone, I can't remember who was driving. Then so me and them are just running. Imagine we're seeing Kaina, and then there's a van like driving, pulling off. We're running. Then suddenly we see Kaina and the camera crash, and her head goes straight onto the ground. The van leaves, and Kaina's lying down on the ground. Her head crashes into the ground.
Wow.
We're like, no. And can you believe
Was the camera okay?
you would think that we would learn from that. And then we thought, okay, so I said, Kaina, are you okay? She said, oh, it really hurts. So I says, are you okay? She said, yeah, okay, we could try again. I'm like, try again? I'm like, okay.
Brilliant.
And then for some reason,
Yeah.
it seemed sensible to try again.
Of course.
But
Of
this
course.
time, it was so funny. We had Kaina sat there again. She's holding the camera. She said, "Can you drive a little bit slow? Pull off a little bit slower this time." Like, okay, right.
Oh.
And then this time, no, this is not safe. So we grabbed the seatbelts.
Of course.
we strapped it
Yeah,
around
yeah,
her.
you must strap
right?
her in,
But
right?
seatbelts move, right? So
They moved the
and
other
then-
way.
And then she said, "I'm still moving." Okay, cool. Then what happened is, I think we had like Dan just behind Kaina with his feet. You know how when you were younger, did you used to climb up the frame of the door?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah.
So Dan's got his legs clamped on the side of the van,
Whoa.
and then holding onto Kaina's waist. Kaina's holding. It worked.
That's insane.
So that was before we had gimbals.
Before
Yeah.
gimbals, huh?
It's a good job we have gimbals now.
Yeah.
Now we don't need to strap Kia to the back of the van.
Yeah, for real. And we can't bring the van on the football terrain, can we?
Yeah.
So guys,
Oh,
you-
football.
Football, huh?
That's tomorrow, huh?
Friday.
No. Friday.
Oh, Friday.
2 days.
Friday.
No.
I'm not ready for tomorrow. I'm still recovering. I just recovered and I went and kicked the ball in the car park and I don't know, something happened to my muscle.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I actually, it's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to speak about it like an old man, but
I felt like
after
an
last
old man.
session,
Yeah.
it's just we were talking about it afterwards when we were having food. We said that so weird. when we used to play, we didn't used to feel all this in our body.
Yeah.
like yeah.
PE, didn't we?
Yeah, at
You
school.
went to school and
Used to
that.
play
How you-
every
how you
lunchtime
PE?
in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
No, but now it's kind of like you play one match, and it wasn't even my legs. My back was
Everything.
aching.
Yeah, everything.
And it was like, why is my back aching?
My biceps were hurting. Why would the arms hurt?
That was from the diving the wrong way.
The wrong way.
I
the
justify it
goalkeeping.
though is like the retirement age of professional football players, and it's like so I essentially
We're at the
would be retired by now. So
Yeah,
if I was going for it, but
That means me and Nike are the prime age then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How old are you?
25.
Ah, okay.
yeah, prime age is.
Yeah, we're at prime
So
age.
you're
like
supposed
for
to be at your
football.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you weren't
You're
that
best
good.
now.
No, we were awful.
Do you know the last time? Do you know the last time we played? I think we calculated the other day. It was 17 years ago.
Whoa.
Wow.
The last time
Yeah.
we played together.
Mm.
How old was I when I was 17? I was
17
10.
years ago.
That's a long
10,
time ago.
yeah, when you were 10.
Whoa.
We met this group of
Was that-
Chinese
yeah,
professional
Chinese
players or
ones,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and then we were really, really bad.
Yeah.
And 17 years later, there's no difference. still the same story.
yeah.
We used to play regular, like in school, like since year 7 to the 11.
Yeah.
We used to play like really regular.
Yeah.
We used to go and play indoors and outdoors as well. There was a school right literally about 20 minutes away from our school, and there used to be every 2 days a week. There used to be a tournaments from all schools used to come together and play on there. I actually came on the local newspaper as well. I was a striker.
Oh, here we go.
But that was
Dark
then.
horse.
That was then. And then after that, it was like we didn't play as much. And then we used to play indoors. That's all every week.
Five-a-side.
So it's a huge difference between 11-a-side and 5-a-side. Because there's more running involved and stuff. But it's just.
But five-a-side is tiring, though.
It's
That's
very
why it was
tiring.
fine for us
You do-
because we had a big pitch and there was less of us.
Yeah, it was very tiring.
No, you think five-a-side's tiring or
No, 5-a-side is more tiring.
I think it is as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
think
to
with
11-a-side.
11-a-side, you get to
11-a-side,
just stand
yeah.
around a bit.
Yeah. Do what Keir was doing.
Stand on the side.
Yeah. And then
Also,
pull out
if
all the
you-
tricks.
If you're like indoors or outdoors,
Yeah.
it can feel a bit different because
Yeah,
at least
sure.
if you're outdoors, you got the wind blowing.
Yeah.
Indoors, you use the side, like the bars on the side of like the.
Oh,
pitch
yeah, you
to
can bounce it off
back
the side when
Yeah,
you go,
bounce
yeah.
off.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, so
Rebounds.
it was yeah. So
Yeah, we were running after
outside
the
we
ball
can't.
in the bushes, weren't we?
couldn't bounce it off.
I liked how we play because it was kind of like it's out when we decide it's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
There was no line
Is it out now?
and our pitch if you were to look at it was like this. It's just some
was a
depends
flowing-
where the bushes
it was
are,
a
whether it's out
spiritual
or
pitch.
not. When the bush comes in, it's out.
Yeah, that's it.
That
We
was
did
fun.
really well to actually avoid all the mole holes as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
I
like a
didn't
few
avoid.
little
I
traps
didn't
there.
avoid.
Oh, you did.
He didn't avoid my glass bottle.
Wow,
Man,
that was
Like,
crazy.
I just saw this like shiny thing like flying into the bush. And I was like, no, that's my glass bottle. I didn't care about my glass bottle. I think, what about his foot?
It didn't register. When I kicked it, it didn't register. I was just like, why did that ball really like? I was like,
Why is that hard?
That ball really hurt my toe. And then I was like, wait there a second. I seen something fly in the bush. Oh, it was a bottle.
Yeah,
It's
a
like,
glass
what was
bottle.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hurting for a few
Yeah.
days.
So maybe next time we play ping pong or like foosball table.
Not the same.
Nah.
This is good.
No.
Every
Nah, it was
Friday
good
now
fun.
football. Then we need to add to it. Do more things.
We need to get the football kits, the shin pads.
He's coming prepared this week, I can see.
I won't, but it's definitely a plan.
Do you know what I like? Like when I play football, I really enjoy it
Mm.
when I play with people who don't know how to play.
People
No,
don't
you
take
get
it
what
too
I'm saying.
seriously.
Yeah, you get what- that's why I really love playing with you guys.
Yeah. It was so
It's
much
like-
fun.
Because like, yeah, it's I think I don't know. I like but if it's too easy, like if I was playing,
With kids, for example.
yeah,
Yeah.
then that's like
Then there's no
pointless.
thrill.
I
Yeah.
need it like to see that they're trying
Yeah.
and they are competitive,
That's it. It's the competitive.
but they're not quite.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're not too
That's
serious
like
about
the
it.
sweet spot,
Yeah.
right?
It was
to-
so much
for
fun.
anything.
Yeah.
It's like boxing as well.
Mm.
I used to really like sparring.
Yeah.
I just didn't like getting hit. like I love boxing. I love fighting. I really love it. I feel it's so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when people hit me.
Yeah. For sure. So what happens if
Can you
someone
guys
hits you in a
relate to
spam match?
No, it's just it's not fun. It's like, why do you hit me? You know?
Yeah.
And, and then anger starts coming up, and then you
Yeah.
start
And then
like,
you take it
really
out
go
on
for
them.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
we used to do a lot of because we used to compete a lot when we were learning kung fu.
What kind of
And,
kung fu? What style?
It was
Sure.
kind of like a similar to Wing Chun kind of
Yeah.
thing, yeah. And when we were at first, it'll be like, yeah, you're just with your friend. And it's like, yeah, let's just spar. And it's like, yeah, let's train. It's that moment when somebody catches you on the face, and you're like, why the? then it's
Yeah.
then it's
Then it
like
gets serious.
at the end it was never friends. Like we just we spar, and then at the end nobody's speaking to each other. And it's like, okay, bye. Let's just go. And next time you kind of forget.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's spar.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's just from training. And then you accidentally clip someone, and it's like, nah,
No.
why did you do that? You will regret that.
Yeah.
Is it true, like, to overcome flinching if someone goes to punch you in the face, that you would, that they have to punch you in the face during the classes to kind of overcome the flinching part? Or is that? I just watched.
Is that how you got bullied? Don't move. If you want to overcome it, just let me punch you in the face.
Okay.
That sounds like what a bully would tell,
yeah,
tell a
right.
kid.
I don't know, like in boxing, obviously, like there must be something like
'Cause you
as
see
to how
the-
you overcome the flinching part and that. So it's like, right, stand still, boom.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you see them like in the kung fu trainers getting smashed by everything, bricks and sticks, and maybe that's it. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Needles, knives, swords, guns.
Yeah, don't move.
Don't move. It's okay.
It won't hurt.
bounces off
Yeah,
them.
that's it.
Yeah.
I imagine getting kicked in the face is a lot worse, right?
Yeah,
That
it
would
probably
be
does.
worse, yeah.
It-
Did you guys ever fight at school?
I've never been in a fight in my life.
Whoa.
I've wanted
What about
to,
you?
I have been.
but I never have.
I can't imagine you in a fight.
It was
very polite.
It was actually
Sorry.
turned polite after.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think at the start of secondary school was involved in fights. I
Yeah.
think when you get into secondary school, you have the influence and of like everyone because they're from different backgrounds and stuff. So then like they have like all these different kind of like, or you have to fight to be cool, for example.
No, but you grew up in Bradford, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where did you grow up, man?
But yeah, probably in year 7, year 8, yeah.
Wow.
Quite a few fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did
I was-
did you start it or what? Or how did that?
Some of them, yeah, but mainly I'm just involved in it,
So
like in the
funny.
middle of them. But yeah, my parents used to get a lot of calls from school, like
Really?
yeah,
You never
yeah.
think that.
And
no.
then I think it was year
Learning
9 when
something
I
new.
put my head down and I actually like concentrated on studies and I achieved like quite a bit then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, before then it was
So
like.
were you like a rebel growing up or what?
Probably when I got to year 7, I probably started like not paying attention in education, just messing around and stuff. But yeah, probably like when I got to year 7 and stuff. Yeah, because like I got an award like in year 11 when we left school for most improved student.
That usually doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
say much, right? It's like,
Right.
But I took it big because it was quite a big achievement for
quite
me.
big issue. He stopped fighting.
That's
he stopped,
it, yeah.
he stopped beating
Stop
people
him,
up.
yeah.
Like, even
yeah.
the teachers were quite surprised. Like when it came to year 9, they're like, "Are you okay?"
Did you win more fights or?
Yeah, it was.
That's how we improved in the fights.
The fights actually like they were like you start a fight or you're involved in a fight and then everyone just jumps in. So you don't actually find like who won or who lost. Everyone just
so it's
jumps in.
never
right.
1-to-1.
Never 1-to. It was started off 1-to-ones and then everyone just jumps in to have their share of the fight. But
That's so funny.
yeah, it was quite fun.
It's messy.
Yeah, quite messy,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
What about you,
very
Steve?
messy.
You been in
What-
fights before?
Not well, very minor little things, scuffles and that. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it happened with you guys as well. But like, I was just thinking back when we all joined secondary school, and it was like all the primary schools, they kind of unite, don't
Yeah,
they,
yeah, they
when it
come
comes
to-
to secondary. So it was like everyone in the years trying to find out who's the hardest kid from the certain schools and that. So all the hard kids get together, and then there's a fight and that. And
Man.
with us being like from the countryside and that, for some reason, our our lad, he starts grabbing like tree branches and stuff like that.
Hitting people with it.
Yeah, trying to grab
That's
them.
so funny. Comes in
like
with a
branches
pitchfork.
flying everywhere and stuff. It was completely random and that.
That's
but
like Game
yeah.
of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
You have this different kingdom fighting coming in the fight.
But yeah. For me though, no, I didn't tend to get into too many fights. It was just little debates, I guess.
That's cute.
I'm right. No, you're right. Stop it.
Okay.
You stupid.
I'm
Why are
telling
you
on
saying
you.
that?
Yeah. That's funny.
I could answer for Master if he's been in a fight though, but
I've heard the stories.
Maybe I'll stay quiet on that one.
It's cute.
It's funny. I
cute.
I made a post the other day in our app saying every master was once a disaster, but this is in a different context.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I remember I was saying to him the other day. He's seen my last fight, which was rough.
I heard about it.
Yeah, it was across the road from me. Yeah. It was. I tried to get. Did you know I tried to get you to leave? Can you remember those last moments?
No, because it was like
I didn't want Steve to see it because I
was
was like, no, Steve can't see this. So, because I knew like shit was going down, you know. And I said to Tommy and Grace, I said, take Steve across to the pub, have lunch now, go. And then he got to the door, didn't you?
Yeah. And then it kicked off straight away.
He got to the door, and then
I was surprised. It was only
Vincent walks through, and then whoa, it's just like it went crazy. And then he was like, stop it, you're gonna kill him. He was going crazy.
it was only the second day at the office as well. I'd only been at the office for like a couple of days and
Initiation,
it was just like,
huh?
okay, this guy's not staying around.
This guy's not staying around.
That's how it works in the office around here. But yeah. It was,
Oh, so bad.
it's crazy.
So bad. But I think that that's how we learn, no?
Possibly,
Some
yeah.
people. Well, you learned.
I
You're
learned,
sitting very silently, very polite. Yeah, I think it's
But
It's
even in
interesting.
play fights, you broke your friend's arm.
yeah.
What? Sent him to hospital.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it's because of my background, because my dad was in
Of course.
yeah, like a gangster, you know. And so it was like he was my idol and role model growing up, and I the alpha male and masculinity, and I always right, and everybody used to follow him. He was the leader, you know, leader of the whole pack, and I think that inspired me. Well, that was my upbringing. That's the only thing I did know. So I just used to love gathering people together and then beating people up and showing masculinity.
Who's the
you know?
boss?
Yeah, who's the boss? Yeah, and it's kind of like every you would never lose any argument or anything, and so even in play fighting,
Yeah.
it was my best friend
So
actually.
funny.
That was. I can only say it was terrible. Yeah, he was. I said, put the gloves on, and he says. So we shared a house in Leeds. I said, put the gloves on. He said, no, I don't like fighting. I said, no, you do like fighting. When we go out, we fight other people. He says, yeah, but they're not fighting my friends. I said, no, we're just practicing. Come on, put the gloves on. He said, oh, okay, I'll put the gloves on. Then again, it started off like, you know, hey, yeah, practice. And suddenly he threw a punch where it hit me somewhere, and I was just like,
You bastard.
why did you just do that? You know, so you shouldn't do that. So I just like full force. I just swung a kick from the right side,
No.
and then he had to block it. Bam. Then after the bam, I started knocking him out. And then he was lying on the ground. He says, I can't move. And I said, stop pretending. And I still added a few kicks. I was just like, stop pretending. Why are you being like, and I was just like that. And then I said, just get up. And then he says, no, it really, really hurts. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, okay. Don't fight then. I got pissed off and I just left. I went upstairs and then got on with my stuff, right? And then obviously I went to bed. It was in the evening. Then at around 4 a.m. or something like that, I heard knocking on my door. And he says, I think there's something wrong. I said, what's wrong? He said, I'm in extreme pain. And And I said, what do you mean? I said, it's just like, what? Like in my mind, it was just like it bruised or something. Come on. And then he says, no, seriously, we need to go to hospital. I'm like, are you for real? You know, you're in bed, you're asleep, you're like, what, you're calling me to go to hospital? And you know how it is. You go A&E, you need to wait like a few hours, right? For like with all the drunks there and everything. So we went there and then we finally got seen to. When we got seen to, they did a scan on the arm. And then we walked into the X-ray, the room. And then on the chart, it showed, I didn't know there was 2 bones there. There's 2 bones here. And the outside one was like this, just totally snapped.
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry.
Shake hands on it.
I'm so sorry. And then all the flashbacks of when he was lying on the ground, I was still
you're
kicking him a few times.
yeah.
Come on, get up. You know, what are you doing? But
Are you still his friend?
Yeah, we're still friends. But that was like, yeah. But I don't think that's that wasn't extreme. That was a friendly fight. You know? I think that the things that it was really weird. I feel like, you know, for me, Dad was like just win everything. Mum was kind of like love everyone and be nice to everybody and give and give and give. And I think probably growing up, I was like in the middle of that. So it was very weird, the whole thing of, for some reason, and this is very weird because he's here now, but I always felt the need to protect him. Yeah, even through college days, and for what I didn't want him to be exposed to my world. And so I think it was one time, either he came to my house or I think it was at college. I had this handle out of I had a rucksack, a backpack. There was a handle coming out there, and then I think he asked me, he says, what is that? I said, no, it's nothing. But it was a machete in there.
Wow.
A big machete, like this size, and then the handle. Imagine, it's almost like you think you're He-Man or something, right? You just got this like, big knife sword behind you. And then I was kind of, no, it's nothing. And he said, yeah, what's that for or something? And I was like, no, it's not nothing, Steve. It's nothing. Art project.
Yeah. A really
But
big
it's like,
pencil.
yeah, it was. I think there was always that kind of soft side. Yeah, that. And there's that balance, and I think that it only got to a stage where I felt like I can't. Fighting was too tiring.
Wow.
Very tiring. Like, because I felt it's so much more relaxed these days, you know, and through the transition it became very different. Like in the past, it used to be like this. Let's say, for example, if I'm walking down the streets of Birmingham, let's say, right, and then you see like, if you see some drunks, you know, sometimes some drunks are like walking this way. I would literally purposely walk right in front of them because I'm like, who do you think you are? You think this like that was my attitude then. I would purposely walk right in front of them for them to start something.
How long ago was this?
Maybe 10, 15 years, something like that. I purposely walk there and I'll try to start something because I want to prove to them that this is my path.
Whoa.
Like that's how extreme this character was then. And I think the slow transition started to happen when I started to realize how tiring it was to do that, and that I'm not winning anything really, and there was nothing to prove. When I started to realize it was when I was walking down the street. I see this guy, like, you know, you will call townies, right? They walk down the street, and then I look at them and I think, okay, you have this part. I'm gonna cross the road. I'm gonna walk the other side. When I started to do that, there was something within me which was like, I'm proud of me, you know? Like there's some shift happening there. Yeah, it was a weird thing. Yeah. School suppressed me. College gave me freedom. When I was in college with him, and I don't know if you guys recognize this within any of you or recognize this within any of your cousins or family members. I've always found that a lot of the time when you have really strict parents through growing up, the teenagers, they rebel.
Yeah.
They go overboard even.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes when you have parents which is like slightly loose, it's like, oh, yeah, you kind of, do what you feel and things like that. With that freedom, they kind of pull back a little bit and think, well, I don't need to. I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what I'm saying?
That was me. The first
Yeah?
one you said, yeah, like really controlling, strict parents.
Hmm.
And when it came to me getting to university or college,
Mm.
man, the party times were crazy. It was ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I think that was the same thing for me, and that's why when I got to college, it was like freedom.
Yeah.
And so he used to call me up pretty much every day, trying to get me into college.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Was that back? Did they have EMA back then? Education maintenance
Yeah, yeah.
allowance?
Was it?
I got that.
£30 a week.
It was great.
Yeah. Was it 30 quid a week?
And then you got like a £50 bonus if you
If you
did
turned
like
up.
the full month.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
we
So
got that or you got that?
You could have had that.
Really?
But-
You just didn't
but
turn up?
You never turned up, man.
You got to
so
sign your sheet.
there was no point.
So
getting
did you
signed
claim
up
it
for
for
that.
me?
Come
Yeah,
in, come
yeah,
in.
yeah.
That's why I was trying to help
Easier,
you.
easier.
Oh, we didn't have that when it came to my time.
For real?
It changed to like something
change?
called Bursary.
Yeah.
So it was something similar, but instead of getting it, was it weekly, the EMA, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. 30
Yeah,
quid a
yeah.
week.
Yeah, so
Based on-
ours was different. Ours was term, so you used to get like something like 160, 170 pound every term. Well, that depends if you be good in class and stuff. And we also used to have like a little store just for the school itself, where you could get your iPads, you could get your tablets, your even a mobile phone, based on coin based. And if the coins add up the real money, then you can buy them from that shop online. And stuff. So it was quite good.
Yeah.
But
Things they do to keep you in school.
Yeah, right.
that was quite fun.
That's insane. Nice.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have. You're only 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. That's crazy.
I think it was only because our school became an academy, so the board now has taken over about 10 schools in Bradford, but before it was only ours was the first school, so they're trying to set an impression to control the school, because our school was really bad,
Yeah.
like really, really
Is
bad.
Bradford a rough place?
It was bad because it was like in special measures, like it was extremely bad. I think when the academy took over the first year, they expelled even 1,000 students in
Did
the
they
first
have
year.
people left?
They had a lot of, because there was basically in the classes there should have been 30 students, but in some classes there was like 45. So there was a lot of students, and a lot of them were like messing around and like causing fights and stuff, and causing other schools to come over and have fights. So when the academy took over, they expelled like 1,000 students and probably about 10 to 15 teachers as well. And then they brought in more teachers, different teachers, and they changed the school around really. So they introduced like this bursary thing that
Pay them.
It basically paid to come school. But we used to before, like when you used to go in sixth form, you used to wear anything you want. But then when we started sixth form, you have to wear a 3-piece suit.
For real?
Yeah, you have to wear a 3-piece suit. Yeah. So we used to wear a full suit for 2 years. So things like that came into measures and stuff, and the school actually improved.
Our school was like that. When I was
it?
back in Newcastle, our school was like that. It was all full uniform and everything.
Even in college?
It's sixth form, yeah.
Sixth form.
It would have been, yeah.
Sixth form, yeah.
But because I left,
Yeah.
that's why it was freedom, because it was like, oh my God, I can wear anything
can
I
do
want.
it,
And
yeah.
you know, art school is even more funky.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's just like pink hair and everything, like
Dreadlocks.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so much going on.
Wow.
We did some crazy things.
Yeah, I bet.
But
I
it's completely different to being at school and that. But
For you also.
For us, yeah. I mean, it was mostly females actually that gone on to art school and that. And there was only like there's only like maybe about 6-7 lads who actually went.
I'd be there
And-
every day. I wouldn't. Be missing school.
Yeah.
That's like heaven.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so it was like at the time it's like Master. It would be if he wasn't there, there wasn't that many people around to actually connect with. and that,
If I wasn't there, the population of guys just drops dramatically.
yeah.
That's it.
Because you weren't the only one who didn't turn up so much in that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that kind of were in and
It's
out.
so funny,
of it,
and there was, remember Adam? I got him into gambling. I was that kid. It was so weird, because before college I wasn't. Before college I was the kid in the
Shy
corner of the
kid, right?
classroom, college, I think I really rebelled. I went to casino. I started drinking, started partying, started fighting, started everything. Like, yeah, I took Adam to the casino, got him addicted. Then he lost everything, and he couldn't go to college anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's like
Pranam.
I think now for the past maybe 10 years or something like that, I think I've been trying to recoup my karma, trying to get my karmic value back up again,
That's it.
from all the sins created in this lifetime. Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
right.
You'd never think that. So, what would you say, for maybe anyone who's had a similar lifestyle to yours, what would you say has been the main lesson out of whether it's rebelling or fighting or, just going completely the other way? If you had any advice to give to
I think it's just, I think there's too many. I think there's too many. But I think that one thing that springs to mind right now is that nobody should allow their past to determine what their future is, because I know that I'm living proof of somebody who can't even get themselves angry this day, doesn't matter what people do or say, and it's a huge shift. It's like almost like somebody else. And so it is possible to do that. And I think that a lot of people, they live with their past and they're thinking, I did wrong and I regret doing this or regret doing that. But we gotta just move on, In the past, I used to break through doors. Like I used to smash through the door. It was. I don't think it was nice to be my friend back then. But I don't know how he stuck with me for so many years. I think it's because I played a different character when I was with him. But the group of friends who had any ego or rebel side to them also, because I would have it my way. And it would get to points where my friends would literally just lock me out and not let me in because they don't want to hear from me at that time. I will literally bash through the door and get in just to prove my point. Like I've broken through like 3-4 doors, fist, and it hurt. It was all like
bleeding and everything.
Everything is just broken and everything, but it just felt worth it to get my point across, It's like, did you not hear what I was trying to say to you? Why you locked the door on me,
That would be like a good topic for the vlog.
What's that?
We should reenact
for
that.
the vlog.
I should reenact
Sure. That for the vlog.
Let's see what Rebecca says. What's Master doing with that door?
Just for the vlog.
Just for the vlog. Yeah.
That's funny.
It was fun times. It was good. I know you did the party scene a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, he did the party scene a lot.
Yeah.
Steve did.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
You
Steve
see,
doing that.
you see
For
this
real?
you see this innocent
innocent
face right
look,
now.
Yeah, that's it.
This guy was part of
What was it?
PUA.
It's got a name.
yeah.
It's got a name.
You don't know PUA?
What's PUA?
How do you not know PUA? Oh my God, you know PUA. Come on, somebody watching this must know PUA. It's huge. It's a huge.
Let us know in the
community.
comment box if you know what
It's a huge
PUA
cult.
is. For
Yeah.
what?
Oh.
Pickup artist.
For real?
They all have their. Give some of the terminologies.
Well, it was.
He's like,
some of them are pretty
hoping my
standard.
wife isn't watching this. I don't really know the terminology.
It's been too long. You put me on the spot. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
no, you used to always have like a wingman and stuff.
Hmm.
But I think
I used to just always have a wingman.
That's what Master was,
Yeah,
the wingman.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought I was in control.
Yeah.
I was being used as
He
a
had
wingman.
you the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It was just interesting. I read the book called The Game.
Yeah, I heard about that book.
It's a very humorous story of like the whole pickup artist scene and things like that. Really well written, and for myself, I just kind of I was curious about it, and so and then didn't realize there was whole communities out there of people doing it for real in the UK. But in the US, there's like loads of them
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff.
sure it's
and
crazy.
It's on a different
But
level.
you went out on nights.
But I think most of the people in the UK that were just similar to me, really, they'd read the book and then they'd sort of kind of reached out to each other and said, "Oh,
Let's
you
go.
know,
Let's do it.
Let's go give it a try."
So how many
there's a
missions
lot
did
of-
you actually go?
What?
How many missions did you actually go on?
Oh, there's missions.
Don't worry, your wife's not watching this.
No, I mean went out. went out a few times. And that would
Thinking of what to say. Thinking of what to say.
Thinking what to say. No, you know what's really funny, because it's Tim who was also part of that as well, and he used to do it with his friends, and he was telling me all about it. He's saying they would have like a game plan. So it'll be like, okay, so you're the wingman tonight. You be the person who goes and so I don't know. There's always something like, for example, you go and speak to their friend, and then you play one role, and I'll be the masculine who comes in to save the day, or something like that. So there's always like I don't know what you call it, because you have your terminology, but they have like the plan and the whatever.
All framed, yeah.
The execution. It's like loads of different terminology.
Yeah. No, it was never that extreme for us.
Extreme.
Don't believe that.
I think he's just redeeming himself.
Binoculars.
Like, yeah.
Okay. At 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Over.
No. I think
That's hilarious.
For a lot of us lads, when we went out, it was a case of like, you'd go out and then plucking up the courage to go and chat up like groups of girls on the night out was the thing, and that so between us, like having a game plan to at least get the conversation started on a night was, I think that was a big thing for me really back in the day, and that. And then that opened up one door, and I guess that was my first encounter with like kind of personal development on that sense, of
that's really weird you say that, because Tim said exactly the same thing. I mean, he's making like millions online marketing, but he says why he got into online marketing was because of reading the game.
For real.
Was because of being a pickup artist, because he started learning so much psychology and how to build up confidence and how to dominate in conversations and how to get people going your way and things like that. And he said that gave him the foundations for
the dominant
understand
effect.
the funnel and the psychology behind the customer journey.
Wow.
Like, it's almost like bringing a girl home was kind of like getting them to get your product, right? Or something like that. But it's interesting you say that as personal development as well. Yeah, because that's what he said as well. You'd never think.
So quick, Steve, 3 ways to go to a bar and pick up a chick. Well, I'm only joking, man.
Go, give it. Give it.
Go on. Read the book.
Give it.
how to do it.
Now I know the title for this video already.
Yeah, right, that's it.
How to get the girl you want.
I can't remember exactly the exact details.
That's
but,
what they
but
all
the,
say.
the general,
I keep the secrets to myself.
The general thing is you just always go and get an opinion about something. So,
Interesting.
What do you think about this particular topic or whatever? And then that would be what they call like the opener. And then usually you've got to throw in a few, well, they say like negs and things like that.
What's a neg?
A neg is...
You see
negative.
it's coming out now.
Oh, no, I can't remember very well. But yeah, there's all these different things. So you should read the game.
So what's a neg?
A neg might be you say so if it's a really pretty girl or something, you might say, oh, you've got something on your hair there, sort of thing. You might want to just get rid of that.
Kia's intrigued, like he's learning. He's like, I'm gonna try this one now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So just little things that just kind of build up your own confidence.
Neg means like saying something negative.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
But
You look really ugly today.
but yeah,
because that shows disinterest.
That's
and
it,
then
yeah,
that makes
yeah.
them fight back to try and get interested.
Yeah.
So it's just like sales.
It's like sales, yeah.
It is like sales.
Mm-hmm.
It's so strong. So we'll
You
have
need to be on
to arrange a
stage
boys'
speaker
night
training.
sometime, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Kia's like, yeah, I'm coming. So funny.
Wow.
Wow. But we need him with the master plan. Will you hold the meeting first?
Yeah,
Map out.
That's it.
Who plays what role?
Yeah. We use the
charts
chess
out.
pieces, and then we can move people around, and
yeah.
just don't tell Rebecca. That'd be
Interesting
fun.
times though.
Yeah, I'm
it was.
sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you only live once, so you gotta try these things out, right?
I feel it's like that.
Yeah.
Recently when we've been writing more of the book, we've been talking about that. I mean, it's just a game. Don't take everything too seriously. And but in the game, just don't do things to hurt people. If it's not hurting people, if it's not destroying people's lives or anything like that, then just play it fully. Experience all. Don't allow things to become addictive. Addiction then is bad. Anything. It's even eating healthy food. People say, "Oh, this is healthy," then they eat 10 bags of it instead of the usual portion. So that's not healthy either. So I think anything when it's moderate, in moderation, is healthy. Is good. So I think it's good to try everything, and I think that there's a part inside our spirit, our soul, which kind of it has intrigue. It has curiosity when it sees other people doing certain things. It wonders and that wonder and that curiosity will kind of be suppressed and suffer if we're living in some confinement, being stuck with some rules and thinking, oh, it's not right that I do it. But who determines what's right and wrong? Because what's right in your world might not be right in somebody else's world, And I think that, I think it's everyone should experience in life. Like people usually when they hear my story, they say, "Oh, do you regret all the things you've done?" And I said, "Well, that's how I am, who I am right now." And so, no, and it was so much fun, when he sits next to me, I just bring back all my college days memories. Dark room was very fun. Photography.
Yeah,
Did any of you study photography?
Yeah,
it's the red.
You did.
Yeah.
Darkroom stuff was very, very fun.
It was quite fun. Yeah.
Never done that.
Yeah. You'll get up to some weird things in the darkroom.
I'm sure. Yeah, people used to come out of that room looking different than when they came in.
Something else. It wasn't just photography.
It
was very weird.
We had someone, so it was all in the dark room and then someone actually turned on the lights. And if you've got your film out at the time, or if you're doing,
they used to play that as a joke, a prank for some people, and it wasn't funny because you lose all your days shooting. Yeah,
you'd spend all day, just going out, taking those pictures, and then if that happens to you, start all over again. Gutted.
Gutted.
I walked my first fashion show at college.
For real?
Yeah, well, college fashion show. We had to make jewelry. Yeah. He said I didn't show up. I didn't make jewelry because I didn't show up. I just rocked up on the fashion day because I thought, oh, fashion day.
Fashion day.
Let's enjoy. Then I can't remember whose necklace it was. Somebody made a necklace. Said, I need a model. And said, you want to be the model? I said, okay, cool. What do you want me to do? Take your top off. I said, okay, cool. Take my top off. And then he said, just walk. I said, okay, cool. I was just like enjoying it. So much fun.
That's it. Just took your top off and walked.
So I think
I was that.
At that time, he'd not been in college for about like 2 months or something, and then he turns up on the fashion day.
That's hilarious.
Had you actually built any jewelry that day or anything? But
no, I had nothing. I had nothing. Somebody else did something. I just put it.
What
do you want me to do? Okay, take it off. Okay, cool. Hang some stuff on my nipples. Okay, cool. That's just whatever. Just like, okay, I'll just walk. How do you want me to walk? Okay, I'll go for it. No, but I think that's what I'm saying. I think I love those times because it was a part of my story, and it was real fun days. Like, and I got to explore so many areas that I was suppressed through. I feel I was suppressing through upbringing is because it was such a controlled environment with mum and dad. I couldn't even chew chewing gum until I was 13. All my friends were chewing gum at 9, 10, 11, 12, and I was like, why can't I not chew chewing gum? Because if you swallow it, you might not grow any taller. These days I say to them, I said, what kind of thing is that? Because I say to mum now, I say, I didn't swallow any, but I still didn't grow any taller, So it's like, it didn't really do anything, But I think it was for me, it was rebel time. It was like, it was fun. It was good.
Yeah,
I did my first naked photo shoot there.
For
also.
real?
It was just like this. I can't remember.
In college,
project, Ariane or something had a project. Yeah. So this girl said, no. This guy was doing the shoot, and then chose one of the girl models to basically take their clothes off and shoot. And says, okay, who wants to be there with her? I said, okay. Take it off and then go. And I say, okay, cool, just shoot. Like,
Brilliant.
but you have to experience, you know?
For
Like,
sure.
that's what I'm saying.
For sure.
I mean, everybody who's watching this right now is probably, there's two sides to it, I feel. The one type of person will be like, oh my God, it sounds so much fun. The other side of it, oh my God, it's so wrong.
Yeah.
For the people who are like, oh my God, it's so wrong, in what confinement are you living in? In what rules are you living in? In whose rule book is it wrong? And why is it wrong? And there probably is a part in everybody's soul which they are thinking, there's a part of me that would love to experience something like that, but I'm either fearful of something or doubt something, or you get what I'm saying? Like, when I think soul is likes to be free spirit, likes to be free that way. If we joked about it the other day, I said if there wasn't really a rule and it became okay, I think everybody would really enjoy just walking around naked, like
For
totally
sure.
naked, like just like just hang out, you know. Like but it's because other people will be like it's weird, so then we better keep our clothes on, you know.
So that's going to be the main rule of the land, right?
Oh no, that's his land. Only when you go through his gates.
Come to my land. It'll be different.
It's naked Nico land. The
There we
naked
go.
Nico land opens up.
Brilliant.
You can wear a leaf, right?
You can wear a leaf. Or two or
That'll
three.
be new
whatever.
fashion. You'll have stores
With
where people
leaves?
sell different leaves. Oh my God, I like that leaf. Put that leaf on.
That's so funny.
So I think final words for parents out there. Let's finish it like this.
Yeah.
Final words for parents. How should parenting be? Should it be strict? Should we let them do whatever they want to do? Or should we see some guidelines? Let's start from Nico then.
I think there should be some guidelines so that, first of all, your child knows, actually enough guidelines so your child knows how to be free safely, pretty much. Because if you try to control and take freedom away, they're just going to rebel. Like Master says, you try to contain energy, it's going to break out.
Because you can't keep them in the room for the rest of your life anyway. They'll have to exit. The moment they exit, they'll rebel if it's suppressed, right?
Exactly. And it may come out in their teenage years, 20s, 30s, 50s, 40s.
Some people, 50s, 60s,
Yeah,
then they're
true.
like, oh my God. Yeah.
And, we wonder what this whole midlife crisis concept is about. It's that, because people haven't experienced life. You just got to know that your child isn't your possession. It's a soul. It's a living being.
That's scary for people to know. No?
It's really scary because people use children as their little doll, or
You are mine.
Yeah, you're mine, and I want you to have the life that I never had. That's probably the worst thing you could ever do. They're a fully fledged living soul, living being that has their own life. You're just there to pass on knowledge, like I said, for allow them to be free in a safe way. That's it.
I think parents should be more like, would be like friends with their children.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because the more close the parents are to the children, the more open the children will be to the parents. Because sometimes in life there's certain acts or certain things a child gets up to which he is scared to tell his parents, or he's scared to discuss with his parents openly, or even if there's something that is right, but it's probably because of that lack of friendship or lack of trust, he or she is scared to go home and tell. So I think having a friendship relationship with your parents is something very, very important. And I think with this generation that we live in, with the time that we live in, I think that is vital for this day and age, to be as close to your parents as possible.
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Interestingly, so I'm going through it right now. I've got a 1-year-old, and I like, my parents were great to me. They were just very laid
Supportive,
back and supportive, and my dad was very disciplined. My mum was very laid back and that, but it was a combination that worked, and it's sort of been, I'm just essentially modelling what they do.
So who's the discipline? Who's the laid back?
I'd say Katie's good at the discipline side at the moment.
Much more easier playing the laid back one.
But yeah, you kind of, you're getting an indication as to whether it's working or not, because they're kind of, he's sort of like, whether he responds. At the minute, he doesn't quite understand, so like you tell him off and he'll just be like waving his finger back at you and that, not really knowing what it's about and that. But yeah, it's I take my hat off to parents and that, because it's a tricky job to get right.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a science experiment, no? For every parent, it's like that, isn't it? Let's test and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think because all spirits are different. Like, in the same sense, like, let's say, for example, me, my brother, my sisters, we all grew up in the same environment. We're all totally different. Like, I can say, okay, my dad used to be this, my dad used to be angry or whatever, but at the same time, he was caring for the family. And I don't think that, or because we're all at different, some children, they just come into this world, they love reading books. Some will just hate reading books. Some will love studying, some won't. And I think it's about what you guys are saying here. Just give them that freedom to express themselves. I mean, there's certain rules don't cross the road when it's, when the car's coming and things. Obviously there's certain rules. But if they're fighting it, then it's very hard to fight back. If you fight, we shouldn't fight anything. We can express our point from a place of love. And if it lands, great. If it doesn't, then sometimes we just got to come to acceptance, because we can't force anything on any soul or spirit, And it's also not fair, as what you were saying just before, because that's our rules of the game. Doesn't mean we need to imply it and apply it to other people. So but I think that it's tough. It's a challenge, just like everything else in life, but at the same time, just see it as a fun challenge, huh?
I think, like Hassan said, if you have a friendly relationship with your children, like, for example, I look at Rajesh and his daughter. I see Samantha and her daughter. They have a very friendly relationship, and it's all about freedom. And there isn't that emotional challenge. It's not a fight. It's not a battle. The only tiring thing is this: you got to make sure that you keep an eye on them. A lot of people add so much weight and pressure because there's that element of control, and it's you're hitting your head against a brick wall.
With what you said, with the friendship, rules come.
Of course, like any friendship, like any working relationship.
If someone just says to you that you can't do this, you will want to do that. But if you're a friend and a friendship relationship with your children, and you say you can't do this, like, okay, that's fine, but could you explain why? And then when you explain that, they'll understand better, and they actually won't do it. I think that's that important thing that's probably vital. And nowadays,
very nice. I think this is that's really true, and I think this is something that the why, explaining why, isn't something that just children need to understand. It's every human. And one thing that I really love about working with people in this team is that the why is always explained, whether it's why you should do that, why we shouldn't do that. It's like, okay, cool, got it, let's do it, or let's not do it, move on. And it just makes everything so much easier and effortless. Beautiful. On that note, I think it's time for you to go and get some opinions and throw out some negs.
Go out and make some babies. And do your science
throw some negs and then make some babies. Do your own split testing.
Read the game.
Read the game.
PUA.
Study.
Make some babies.
That's it.
This is what they picked up from this episode.
Naked photo shoot.
Naked photo shoot.
And go to the dark room. Not the dark side. On that note, guys, oh man, this has been funny. It's been fun. It's been great having you guys. Nice to be back on the show. If you got any value whatsoever, entertainment, you learned something new, then you know exactly what to do. First of all, let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment box, because it's always so nice for us to know where people are tuning in from and come in one positive force. And make sure you give us a like and hit that subscribe button and the notifications button. That's the little bell sign, by the way. And on that note, we'll see you on the next Creator Show. Namaste.
Namaste.